Weinstein's returning for some of the men in high-profile sexual misconduct scandals. Chris Hardwick is keeping his TV gigs. Netflix said Aziz Ansari can resume his series Master of None. And when he's ready, Al Franken says he hasn't ruled out running for office again. So do you think there's been enough time for people to check things out, find out what's going on? Do you think that's why the tide might be shifting?
I think this speaks to there is no one-size-fits-all for this, because I think the Me Too movement in general was not necessarily that every accusation needed to be believed as much as every woman needed to be heard. So I think each case is going to be handled separately. And some of these, they've said, even like Aziz, I know, Megan, you talked about this, it doesn't necessarily fit the mold of what the movement was in regard to professional backlash, harassment in the workplace. These were maybe dates. These were things that had other labels. And so I see now that as we see this kind of pushback, that people will return when it is right for us to receive them back.
Right after Al Franken attacked him verbally, Jeff Sessions, he suddenly became the target of the right wing to get him out of office. And then Gillibrand, is that her name? She was out to get him also. And the Democrats decided, oh, we're going to take the high road. And they basically lost a really good senator, in my opinion. And, you know, the way I saw that photograph where he was putting his hands, pretending to like touch them, which he didn't really touch them. That was a sophomoric joke by a comedian in a time when he didn't know he was going to become a senator. He was fooling around. He was a comic. And to his credit, he said she didn't have any ability to consent. She had every right to feel violated by that photo. So he's a gentleman, and he took the hit. And now, can we please move on and get the great senator back and get rid of the president?
Well, can I just say, the woman in that photo is my friend.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, he also is accused of forcibly kissing her as well. She came on the show. She's an old friend of mine, Leanne tweeted, and I believe women should be believed. I also think
it was it wasn't just because
you just said it was a right-wing attack or whatever, something with the impetus of Jeff Sessions. That's crazy on so many different levels. And by the way, it was Democratic senators that did this to him, that made him get out.
They did not back him up.
Kristen Gillibrand, Claire McCaskill, Elizabeth Warren, Dianne Feinstein, Kamala Harris, Heidi Heitkamp, Tammy Duckworth, Patty Murray, Maggie Hassan, Tammy Baldwin, Debbie Stabenow, Maria Cantwell,
They had to. It was right on the heels of the Roy Moore
this group of women, who are a lot of up-and-comers in the Democratic Party, bring it up with them. Don't blame Leanne tweeted. Don't blame Republicans.
I don't know if your friend was not political.
Is there more to say on this?
Wait, I have to make one clarification. When I said that I don't believe all women should believe, it's not that I think they shouldn't be believed. But I'm saying that in a big movement, you have people that can make false accusations that you really have to look at each case separately. If it were President Trump with his hands on a woman's breast in a photo, everyone here would be screaming bloody murder.
He's done worse.
If there was a photo of a Republican doing, any Republican senator, pick anyone, Jeff Flake doing that, you would have an entirely different.
Sonny, you want to read this? You want to read this?
It was a joke.
Yes. So Chris Hardwick strongly denied the allegations from his ex-girlfriend, which included sexual and emotional abuse. Aziz Ansari denied sexual assault accusations from a woman he went on a date with. He admitted the two ended up engaging in sexual activity, which by all indications was completely consensual. I just want to add, I do believe that women have always been reluctant to come forward in rape cases and sexual assault cases because they didn't think that they would be believed and because they think they would be shamed. And I think the Me Too movement has changed that because there's real power in women sticking together. But the thing is, Harvey Weinstein, everybody says, well, this person isn't like Harvey Weinstein. That's because everyone knew what a predator he was. And so the bar was set up here, and it shouldn't be set up there because the bottom line is an unwanted touching is a sexual assault. And women...
You don't think there are any false equivalencies in the conversation?
Well, I have to say that there are sometimes false equivalency because everybody's, you know, comparing stuff to Harvey Weinstein. But that doesn't mean that if someone grabs your butt as you're walking by that you have not been sexually assaulted.
But let me just say it one more time because I think it's important. There have been some pylons with some of these people that have been accused that aren't always true. So I think it's important that we never try people. There's a history of that in this country where we accused people and without trial, without anything, they were punished. I just think it's important
to investigate.
To investigate.
And we'll be right back.